Have you heard about K-pop? What do you know? Is this some new insidious culture infecting the minds of the youth? Is it some sort of thing we don't know about? Welcome back to the Macedon Ranger's Voice. Let's learn about K-pop in this episode. Wow. I think we all probably first heard of K-pop when a guy called Psy, which is a strange name, but when you're a musician you can have those sort of names. He had a song called Oppan Gangnam Style, which was in Korean, except style. I don't think that's Korean, but that might be the word they use. I don't know. That's not part of the story. So he had this worldwide smash hit, and it was popular because it was watched on YouTube 1 billion times. It was the first video to achieve 1 billion views. That's a fair chunk of the world watching some bloke dance not terribly well and say Oppan Gangnam Style, which doesn't really have an exact translation, but it is referring to a posh suburb in Seoul called Gangnam, and he's making a comment about people who dress and behave in a certain way, which he is calling Gangnam Style. Yeah, that's what it is. Anyway, it was a smash hit. He went around the world with it. Everyone wanted a piece of him. Turns out he's actually a comic, and it was all just a bit of a piss take, which I think's bloody brilliant. But he left an imprint on the world because he was considered wrongly as part of what they call K-pop. Korean pop. Korean pop. It's a phenomenon. My kids are into it. They listen to it, watch it. There's so much media for it. They've only got one song or two songs, I don't know, but they just milk them. They have them rehearsing it. They have them badly acting to it. It just goes on and on and on. It's like chewing gum for the brain, in the same set to the same tune all the time. It's an interesting phenomena. I don't mind it. It's not bad. It's not even bad music. There is very little bad music. Nobody's ever set out to make bad music. Did you realise that? It's not actually a thing. Even though there might be bad music out there, no one's actually tried to make it yet. Maybe that's something I can do next week. Anyway, I questioned my daughter. I said, why do you think people like this whole K-pop thing? I mean, in between them watching K-pop. And they said to me, well, we think it's because there's a lot less objectification of women in the music videos. And I thought to myself, now that is very interesting. And sure enough, I thought, I'll check this out for myself. So I allowed myself to sit on the couch and watch a bit of K-pop. It's not really that dignified, but I thought, let's give it a go. And there was even a little documentary. And it's a little documentary and explains how K-pop sort of came to the West. Now, it's an interesting thing because it's still pretty much in Korean, even though it's popular. And so when you sing the songs, you sing them in Korean. But also, the thing I noticed, in line with what my daughter said, there is, in fact, very little objectification of women in the music videos. It is very tame. It's polite. They do silly things, but that's what videos are all about, right? But they don't have lots of kind of semi-naked women dancing around. And then they compared it. We did a compare and contrast, live VJing, to a music video from an artist called Childish Gambino. Now, he's a really good. And he's been to Australia a few times too, and played live. Anyway, he makes videos that are really good, and social commentary and all sorts of things like that. But sure enough, within his videos, he does have semi-naked ladies dancing. And there is a lot of objectification of women even though he is kind of a gentleman. His music videos would say something different. Now, this is very interesting, and I do wonder if it's going to catch on, and this is part of our post-COVID world. Maybe it is. We'll have to have a think about it. We could probably start watching Kpop when Donald Trump disappears from our screens. I'll be looking forward to that. Why don't you? Have a great day.